Well, hello there, you two. Today, I am gonna be talking to you about some things I feel that's really wrong about the locale culture. Welcome back to my podcast, and I am honored to. I wonder that you decide to pick me to um to watch or listen. Or now, as you probably know from my other previous video, locale culture it consists of a culture of harassing and making fun of others for your own amusement. You know, it's not right to do these things to people. And that, some of these trolls who harass people, they're like they're crossing the line between um, what's legal and what's not. It's just not right to do these things to people just because you hate them and you don't have a good opinion about them. It does not give you the right to make accounts or videos to harass them. And not only that, you would go to links of doxing them, revealing personal information about their father, their mothers, and stuff. Things like that cannot things like that is not acceptable because personal information your hit is protected by HIPAA, and with you you know illegally getting it, you're breaking the law by doing these things, and it's just not right. But that there are people out there who think it's okay to do this. um I don't agree with any of that stuff. Now, being a vigilante is one thing, but when you start to, when you start to, cross the line, between legal and illegal activities, such as, you know, hacking someone's computer and putting viruses on it and start, that's just, that's not right. I mean, I'm talking about, I'm talking about people who would do these things now. I understand where this guy's coming from. I, William, Glory Hole. I understand his motives and, what he wants to do, I understand that, it's trying to clean up the streets from, pedophiles and stuff. I understand, why you want to do that. And, it's stuff of the vigilante thing to do. I think it's okay to do that thing. I mean, I think it's okay to take, want to get people off the streets who are going after people. But when you cross, when you cross the line into illegal activity, I mean, dude, I mean, it's not really cool. A vigilante, a real vigilante, what they would do is that they would gather information, then they send it to the police, and the police would take care of it. I understand, what you want to do. I understand that, but I think that some people, may he's going the wrong way about it. You know, that's what I think. You know, I don't think that he's a bad. I mean, I don't think he's a bad person. I think he has the right mindset of what he wants to do to make the world better. But bro, I mean, that's kind of very fucked up. I mean, you would hack someone's computer, install viruses on it, destroy a computer, and then you go through all these things to do these things to people, and it's just I just don't think it's right. But so we have that guy, and then we have another guy named Master Shredder, who is just going after this guy named Cecil, who I don't really, but Cecil, that's the thing about Cecil. I don't see him being a pedophile. I think he's just I think he just was frightened, to be honest with you. I don't see, um, him being a pedophile. I really don't. And so him, you know, doing this like as and going after the UFC, so it's just wrong. It's not right. He really needs to lay the fuck off. It's because it's shitty. It's really shitty. Anyways, hey, Stubby,